Hey folks, how you doing? 1010 Nodin, mainly talking to the view on demand folks right now. Let's go ahead and get the game going here. So, did some reflection this morning. Managed to actually get up on time. I've been talking about getting up super early and streaming then. I did get up on time and kind of spur of the moment decided that I was not going to stream in the morning. And I'll talk a little bit more about why in a bit. But, long story short, we're going to try streaming kind of at the same... That's weird. Some odd news from my wife. But anyway, yeah, we're going to try streaming around this time, which means my audience is going to be a little diminished. But I accept that. That's fine. Make sure I've got all the right things queued up here. I've got my speaker on. All that's good. Good to go. Alright, today, and I also today debated between playing Fallout versus Craftopia. And decided to stick with Fallout for a little bit just because felt like it was going to be... It's going to be a short session. I have some things going on tonight. Meetup to go to, virtually. So I got kind of a hard stop, and I think it'll be easier to hard stop this than it will Craftopia. Alright, let's close our front door. And we'll get changed. Oh, no we won't. We're using power armor right now. In fact, do I have my cores on me? That's what I should be checking. Fusion core 2. I used like 4 of them the other day. Man alive. Alright, let's load up. I don't think I have any in the machine. Whoops. Nope, we're not doing that. Not doing that either. So yeah, just in case this is kind of a quiet stream tonight, I'll go ahead and talk through it because I have some folks who regularly watch the View on Demand, and let me tell you, I appreciate that. So I've kind of hinted before that the main thing going on for me right now is trying to, after kind of a lifetime of neglecting it, trying to get back into writing. That is, aside from my day job and all the usual things that go on in a person's life, family and whatnot, that is the most important thing to me right now. This is a way to relax. The writing is more of a serious hobby. Hoping to turn it... I was going to say I'm hoping to turn it into something more, but honestly, no, I'm not. I don't want to write for a job. I want the freedom of writing as a hobbyist, not as someone who has to write to a market. Anyway, writing is the main thing. I can't write when there's someone around, when my family's around. I have very limited workspace here. So, that window in the morning from 6 to whenever, before I go to work, is like my only real opportunity to get some work done. It's just all there is to it, you know. So, that means... Hello. There we go. That I kind of have to use that time. If I'm staying true to my goal, my priorities, my objectives, I have to use that window in the morning for writing. So I did that this morning, and let me tell you, it actually went really, really, really well. Very, very happy with how it went. It was hard because I much rather would have, you know, I was looking forward to streaming and seeing, talking to, you know, like hopefully expanding the audience a little bit, finding even more people. And hopefully making it easier for the people who do watch the stream because they, like I said before, they tend to be kind of East Coast or UK. But unfortunately, it's just kind of the way things go. That I don't think it would be a good idea to use that time for that. Oh, look at that. I've got a bunch of meat that I need to cook up. Ew, we're not doing that though. Let's drop that outside in a minute. Prime meat. Lots and lots of... Let's go dump some stuff outside, then we'll do some cooking. So like I said, hard decision, but I feel like it's the right one. Who's over there? I don't know. Drop that. And mutant hound meat, no. No red roach meat. You don't need that. I think everything else is okay.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Now, I mean, on the plus side, like my writing is done for the day. Ordinarily, when I have to get off the stream, it's partially because I need to reserve enough time in the evening to try to spend some time with my family and get the writing done and all that. Whoop, no, you in there. Hello. And so now that bit's done. I still, like I said, tonight I have some other obligations that I have to. Whoop, nope, that's the one we want that I have to address. So I'm only going to be on here till around 7 Pacific, somewhere around there. But we'll make the most of that time. Whoops, that one. How's everything else looking? Pack rat and all that. The picklocked one we need to get rid of. And put back... What's missing? Got my tank killer. Oh, I've got the... no, it wasn't long shot. Which one is it? Concentrated fire. There we go. Oh, cool. Well, starting to meet some of the daily challenges already. That's nice. Why won't it let me... Come on, use the... Oh, there we go. It says I was looking at the stove, apparently. Is that me leaving all the steam? The heck? What is... Am I on fire? I've never noticed that much smoke coming out of it. I feel like I need to check the engine. That's pretty weird. Let's see what we can touch up here. But I am hoping that by streaming consistently around this time each day, most days anyway, that's going to help maintain contact with people too. Yeah, we'll take care of it one day at a time. I think that's everything. And I think it'll probably be best to assign the... Where is it? Yeah, the mutt chops. That way if I need to eat while I'm out, I can just hit the button. And I haven't done any of the challenges for a while where you just build up reputation, so why don't we take a look at that? Looks like my arms are sticking out weird. Oh well. Let's take a look at those.
Liberty is a farce. The dictatorship of
I heard someone come in.
Leteria is not an idea, it is.
And, what about the teams? We go to here. Social. Yeah, I'll be here for a little bit. May as well. Okay, there's hunting, which is public team benefit bonus experience for legendary kills. They changed that, didn't they? Didn't they? I don't know why the weird emphasis, but there was one. Another calling. I haven't done this since they rearranged things and renamed some of them. So casual is bonus intelligence. I don't feel like that's going to help me much. Let's do the events one. See if we get anyone here.
So much. So
And for right now, let's head up to the crater. Over encumbered. Why? And why at 1 point? Alright. Also didn't eat any food, so let's take care of that. All good. Now let's head up to the crater. No. Fast travel. There we go. Because even though I'm not thrilled with how they don't let you sell the legendary weapons that you can make, I am still interested in getting more of the plans and just trying them out. The importance of communication. Okay, let's go ahead and activate that. Because sure enough, it doesn't make it active.
You're using automatic? You.
You here to help?
Yep.
The usual. Location's on your map.
Okay. There we go. Loving the jetpack. I think... Oh, that reminds me. That's the other reason I'm probably chewing through my fusion cores. I don't have the right perks enabled. Let's see. What was the one I used to use? It was... Where is it? Lone Wanderer. Not going to work right now because I'm going to be on a team, right? When adventuring alone. I presume that the new teams also negate the effect of this. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that one there. Probably just leave both of them there, right? Yeah, let's try suppressor. Those look good. Take super duper off. Put on bloody mess. And then this one, unfortunately, I kind of have to get rid of the first aid thing. Because I need to use a few of these. Power user, yeah, make the fusion cores last longer. And portable power? Should I try that one? And then instead of scrapper, we can put on... we actually have 3 armor-based perks. We have power user, portable power, power patcher. Try that out. I'm glad I at least remembered to put on the one though, because I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly how many of the fusion cores I grabbed, but they'd be gone in a heartbeat if I didn't do that. Let's go ahead and go in and cancel a few things. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, that's right. Totally forgot he gave me that. We'll try that one too. Spotted a strange and bloody sight upon entering Matoda. Should investigate. Oh. Don't think I've heard of that one. Forbidden knowledge. Technical for dangerous technology. Oh, that's... We'll drop that off later. Something sentimental. Not doing that yet. Dailies. Heart of the enemy. Nope. I'll leave that one. Queen of the hunt. Nope. Thrill of the drill. Come back to that later, maybe. Alright, now... That is retrieve the weapon case. There we go. Head down to Watoda and look for some vacuum tubes. So yeah, today I think it'll be we'll do the things to build up the reputation with Foundation and the Raiders. We'll check the daily challenges. At some point, I need to take the plan that Ghost gave me, which is on a really, really cool site I'd never seen, for speccing out different builds. Looks really, really cool. I've not had time to go tinker with it much, but I want to take the one that he recommended and go compare it to what I've currently got. See if there are any other changes I want to make. He's had some really good suggestions so far. Easy enough. Now the other ones are probably going to be up on the roof somewhere. Oh, maybe not. I think I see one over there. Trip to the grocery store today. Everything's at ground level. Hi. Confetti. It's funny to me that's still working. I would have thought the lunchbox effects would have been pretty temporary. Hey Jamie, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Is that yeah, that's what I thought. Thought I saw a military ammo bag in there. How's your day going? Is that the read the note thing? Did I just walk past it? Do you have a note? No. That way. Oh, it's way out there. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Doing good. Glad to hear it. Let's see. So I started The Last of Us 2 over the weekend, finally. Sat there with my family, thankfully, they were my extra eyes and ears as I was going around and, like, forgetting to pick up all the odds and ends of parts you need to be able to make, I almost call them stim packs, you know, health kits and gun upgrades and stuff. But I mean, so far I'm all in. It's so cool going back to that whole story, that world. I'll get up there. I am lost. Yes, okay. How far did I get? I got to the first scene where Ellie and what's her face? You know, basically there's a kissing scene between them. It's right after they find the I think it was Elliot, his stash of marijuana and everything.
Let's have a look at you.
Who is this? Okay. Well, you're not who I thought I was going to see. I'm just going to sit here and steal your stuff.
Let's have a look at you.
So, yep. And so in the next scene, it switched to the other story. The one with the character who I kind of suspect is the one that everyone hates. I can't think of her name. She's the one that she and her friend discovered the city, the town.
Let's have a look at you.
That's really weird. Huh.
All right. You'll have to do. Ha! You got grit. I'll give you that. I could use some muscle. I'm Initiate Dodge with the Appalachian chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. I got word that members from Mariposa are on their way here now. It's critical that I lay the groundwork they need to get a foothold in this region. Are you up for it?
Just asking a random stranger.
Fine, but be quick. I don't have time for a leisurely chinwag. Let's see if I can do him justice then. The Appalachian chapter.
You learned to dislike her for a while?
The best
Okay.
chance of bringing back civilization in this damned hellhole. This old husk in front of you is all that's left. Hopefully, the training I have with my chapter's specialized
Maybe.
tools can still be of service to the Californian Brotherhood.
They've already set up the expectation that they're not, that they're antagonists in the story, because, they come across a town and they start talking about commitment to some kind of goal, and they're acting all sneaky. It's like, okay, all right, they're up to no good. Leave them alone. So yeah, I'm already expecting that they're going to be trouble. I don't think I want to do this right now, actually. See, dodge. Whatever his name is. Are there any stairs in here? Can I go up from
You
here?
again.
I really just need to get to the roof. And retrieve the weapon case. The combat so far was really, really good. I mean, so one of the first scenes with the clickers, it was challenging, and I was a little, like, at first I was like usual. I was really tense and frustrated that I wasn't getting things right quite the way I wanted. And then I let go. I kind of thought, okay, doesn't really matter. We're not trying to we're not playing permadeath. We're going to learn and strategize here. So I started trying out different things. And man, the, what do you call it? The AI in the game. Really, really good. Not just in terms of, like not getting in the way and that kind of thing, but really added to the sort of drama of the scene. It was a really good shot where there was a clicker coming at me and I'd shot it once. It kind of fell back, reared up and started to come towards me again, and then my accomplice shot it from the side. So it kind of veered over to one side and then I shot. I mean, all right, how to explain it? Most fight scenes like that in games look over choreographed. This didn't. This looked like it just made stuff up on the fly and it worked. It looked really, really cool. So, which I'm glad to see, because having played the last Uncharted game, I felt like the controls in that game were really, really clumsy. I don't know. I never got used to them. My son played that one too, and he actually did okay. So I actually think that part of it was really just me, just not, I don't know, just being bad at the game. This one feels different though. It feels like they streamline things a little bit. Feels more responsive and just less sort of flaky in general. Mostly. I was still getting a little frustrated at first where they were trying to teach you how to dodge, and I was just not getting the timing right. But again, I'm trying to take the view that I'm not, like I said, I'm not playing permadeath or anything yet. No way. It's going to be a long time before I try that. So, giving myself a little bit more leeway just to kind of explore and experiment with things. So, naturally, doing a lot better. Wait for the action points to come back. Yes, I did win the snowball fight. Which was a lot of fun. I was a little like, the game's telling you, like, it's trying to teach you different moves. Press forward and press X. I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I really just want to focus on hitting these kids with snowballs. Teach me how to move later. So, no, I was proud of that moment, though. There we go. Cool. It's not like you actually get anything for going up higher like this. It just feels fun. Somehow kind of liberating. Boy, I really do need to figure out a way to add more action points, though. All the way. There we go. Okay, so we got a couple other things to do here, I guess. Now that I've made it up to the top of the tower. Hey, what's in there? Oh, come on. Nope. You wonders really proud of yourself? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I have to lose intentionally next time now just to see what how the reaction is different.
Protect and serve.
So let's see other things about the game. I really liked the start. Like, it wasn't nearly as emotional as the first one, of course, but it didn't really matter. You know, it's a different scenario. You're starting out with a lot more knowledge. I'm glad they didn't overdo it in trying to explain everything that happened before. You know, so often when companies make sequels, they have this really horrible requirement that, well, we have to make it so that it makes perfect sense, even if you didn't play the first one. And that really detracts from the people who actually invested the time in your previous game. It always frustrates me when people do that. So the fact that they just kind of have you start out with Joel and his brother talking about the end of the last game and the decisions that were made, and that, I liked it. It was really good. I liked awkward Joel. Joel who... Abby, thank you. There we go. Yep. But I liked awkward Joel who doesn't seem to know very well how to navigate this, this world where he's not constantly watching his back. There's something over there. What was that? Oh, super mutants. You go get them. Hey, kids. There we go. Hey, cool. Oh, nice. Looks like I got a new door, finally. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to pronounce your name. You correct me if I'm wrong, if you can, if you'd like to. But Sirhat. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm sure the game is emotional. Eventually, I was just curious to see if they were going to try to replicate the same sort of really intense vibe that they did in the first one. And they didn't. They actually, and to me, again, that's a good sign. Like, as writers, they're like, nope, we're not, it doesn't have to follow the same type, the same sort of model. It's a continuation of the story. We need to focus on what's important to build at this particular narrative. So, yeah. No, I'm really happy with it so far. Okay. We got the... Did I find... Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So I've got all the vacuum tubes. We'll head back and repair them, hand them off, call that one done. The game really seems to like that picture today. I don't know why.
I don't know what happened. Actually,
Check the time.
we're gonna head up here and then.
So I am only going to be on the stream till about a little before 7. Oh, yeah?
It's still there.
Yes.
Okay. Maddie was confused.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll only be on here till about 7 tonight because I've got another meeting I gotta go to. You want to say so much, but you can't. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to play a little bit every day. Partially just because, I mean, it's good relaxation time too. But I'm eager to know what goes on, and it's also like, oh nice. It's kind of a family thing for me. My family will sit there and watch as I play. Ordinarily, like when I played the other one, we all had to be in the room at the same time, just about all the time. I'm not going to do that this time. Like, if it turns out folks aren't available and I have a chance to play, I'm just going to go ahead and play. Just because otherwise it's going to take years in order to get it done. All good? Yep. Excuse me.
Does anybody in this goddamn place understand the concept? You look what the cat dragged in. You got what I wanted?
Mm-hmm.
You serious? Let's take a look then. Quality replacement. Well, I guess since I'll put in a good word with Meg.
Thank you. Man, bit by
Better
tiny
not be
bit.
here expecting me to drink something nasty again for the sake of humanity. 'Cause that ain't happening.
Let's go scrap whatever they gave me. So, yeah, we actually, for the first game, we kind of played through as a family. And then also watched, there was a kids reactor, it must have been a teens reactor or something, you know, it's a YouTube channel. But it was really good. We were watching a bunch of younger folks playing through the game and seeing their reactions to it. That game is really, really good for that. It's always fun to see how other people are going to respond to it. Scrap items. Let's see. Oh, there's the other problem. Carrying around a bunch of junk. Is that everything? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. Selling lots of stuff today, that's cool. Alright, down to Foundation. Got the kids coming in the front door there. So yeah, at the start of the stream I was saying I managed to get up really early this morning, and because I'd been talking about wanting to stream during that time. And long story short, I gave it some thought. And streaming I can do when I'm not working, just about any time during the day. Like, even if there are people around, even if it's noisy or whatever, like it's pretty easy to set things up and get streaming. Writing I can only do when I am alone.
Finally, someone with the guts to help.
So rather than streaming in the mornings, I'm going to be using that time for writing.
We're pretty sure.
Now the nice thing is I'm done for the day now.
If you can
So that means that hopefully I'm going to have more time in the evenings for streaming and that kind of thing. But we'll kind of see how it goes. Nope, we're going to go ahead.
Excellent. I can show you roughly where...
And nothing in there as usual.
Provides
Hello.
meager sustenance for a meager.
So, because as much as I like streaming, it is still kind of like it's recreational for me. I'm not trying to, like a friend of mine who occasionally stops by is really trying to build up his channel where, it's a much more concerted effort. I think if he could, he'd probably make it his sole full-time thing. This is kind of a fun hobby for me. So whereas writing is like, if I don't write what I want to write before my time comes, I'm gonna have regrets. What is that there? So it's important to focus on that. Make sure that I'm giving it the time that it deserves. And seeing the... Go pick up the equipment marker. No. I guess we'll look in here. Vital equipment. There it is. Show on map. Oh! There we go. Oh. Excuse me.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah, I don't know how I managed to get up as early as I did this morning, but I did. I was getting set up to stream and thought, you know, this is actually maybe the only time I really didn't have to do any writing today. So... Tried streaming and making videos, but not doing talking a lot. No, you just kind of, I don't know. Let me figure. Whoop! There we go. Oh, come on, really? Wow. It's something you figure out as you go. I mean, I'm not an incredibly talkative person. I don't like these things. There we go. And you just kind of learn by, you just dive in. Over time, you kind of develop your voice, you know, your approach to things. Sorry. You understand. So, and I really enjoy it. Like if
I think it's time to pay those settlers a visit.
I didn't actually have this sort of inexplicable, I really need to write this urge, whatever you want to call it. I could see doing this, you know, taking it a lot more seriously, spending a lot more time doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but there's also it's not just being on stream. It's all the other stuff that goes along with it. You know, there's design work and programming, and like you can do nuts with this. There's a lot of different things you can get into. All right, just murdered the semi-innocent person. Head back and give Ward his stuff, and he'll probably tell us that, oh, we had about 24 of those anyway, but you understand. My problem for years, decades now, has been that get an idea like doing this, like, hey, I could start a channel, and I could do this, and I could... And then I would also think, hey, I want to learn how to play guitar. And hey, I could also learn this other thing, and hey, I really want to speak Japanese, and so I do all these things, like try to do them all at once, and then you never make progress on anything. So being more disciplined about, you know, like pinning this down to one main thing, it's really hard. The hardest part is making the sacrifices, like I was talking about, that I had to make this morning, where it's like, I'd rather have fun doing this, but if I'm really serious about doing this other thing, I better do it.
But that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Principle that matters.
Yeah, I just killed someone on your principles. Dude.
Oh no. Oh.
So.
Oh no. I have ruined it. It is ruined. No. It is.
So, I've also noticed lately, like, there's another streamer I've been watching, kind of a friend thing, where he doesn't talk a ton, you know. He's pretty quiet, and he also plays games that are pretty mellow, you know. Teal 1500 is his name, his stream name.
What the heck is a John?
And the first couple times I watched him, one day he was playing... I can't remember what it was, but he's basically, I swear, he was like out on this road like hitchhiking. It was sort of an indie style game, and there just wasn't a lot going on, but it was nice. It was relaxing. And then he was playing one where he was some kind of trucking simulation, not like the really big rigs, but he's running deliveries from one place to another. And the same thing. It was like nice music playing in the background. Just the sound of the truck, and you know, like, I don't know, and it worked. I thought it worked really well. There's a bear over here. You never regret doing this. Anyway, all that to say that if you are inclined to do it anyway, if that's really the only thing stopping you, I'd say give it a shot anyway. That's what I did. I will say, though, like, my most terrifying moment on stream, and I've talked about this before. Oh, yep, told you, bear. Bear sees me, too. Hey, bear. Right in the face. You understand. Any other bears? About to walk up and slap me? It says caution. I don't know. Hey, Liver and Onions joined the team. How you doing? Apologies. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. I'm going to switch to push to talk. I'm doing a live stream, and that way you don't have to listen to me blather on the whole time. Let's see. Audio. And push to talk. Well, give it a shot, man. If it's fun for you, what is that? Tick's spinning things at me? Whoa! Why aren't you dead? How high level is this tick? Jeez. Fun thing about doing this is you never know who you're going to connect with, you know. There are a lot of folks out there who watch for different reasons. And I'll say this too. One of the reasons I did this is because I didn't see other folks streaming the way I wanted to watch stuff. You know, like I was never into, and not just personal preference here, right? I was never really into Ninja or Dr. Disrespect or any of the really, really well-known folks. And like as much as I liked someone like Markiplier, I kind of have to watch what he does in small doses. You know? I wanted something low-key. I wanted something mellow. I also wanted something I could watch with my kids. So yeah, so from that perspective, you know, it's worked out pretty well. Do I have any grenades or anything? Whoop, it's our own menu. Let's go up here. I have those. Let's see. Whoop. Oh, there we go. I got him anyway. No. Hey, Gollum. Seriously, he looks like Gollum from the old Rankin Bass version of the animated version of The Hobbit. Was that just him, or is it something else about to... Sometimes the sound doesn't quite sync up. Yeesh. Thank you. But yeah, that's, you know. Nope. Boink. But, yep, that's the point. Get to meet cool people. Hang out, play games. Talk games, talk life. You know. I like this thing that where, you know, lots of people have different versions of this, where maybe they go to, a coffee shop or a bar or something, you know. Like individuals now, it's so much easier for them to kind of start their own hangout based on how they want to run things. It's really awesome. Although I still think the internet's missing a piece. Like it's missing a really important piece of the puzzle, which is something that is less commercially motivated that helps folks find their audience. Like I know there's, you know, obviously it does a brilliant job at forming communities and whatnot, way better than before. I still think it could do way, way better. What is that? Oh, it's like mushrooms on a rock. It looked like some kind of weird creature I'd never seen. Okay. That's nothing. Alright, where are we going now? I just, like, went to near where I was supposed to go and then wandered off. Let's try that again. You know, like if you could have someone who maybe produces their own music or they write or whatever it is, and you had this hypothetical tool that did just a much better job than anything currently does at helping you find your maximum audience. And it'd do it by analyzing your work or, you know, who knows? Who knows how it works? It's kind of beside the point. But the idea that just about anyone could find, maybe your audience isn't huge. Maybe you do something that's kind of edge or fringe or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. Jeez, everything is super high level now. But if you could find that thing, you could find whatever it is that, you know, helps you find your people. Make it that much more viable for people to do these things that we enjoy, that build community, you know, more full time. Venomous glowing ant. Jeez. Everything's nasty. Okay. Weapons case is apparently out here. I don't know why. I kind of expected it would be in the house. Apparently it's in a tent or something. Oh. No. Well, I don't know. Is that part of the goal today? Is there a challenge to claim a workshop? Kill a Scorched. We gotta do more of that. Kill legendaries. Complete an event. I complete an event. No, this is not part of my daily, so we're not doing this. So what game did you stream when you were playing? Did you have one that you kind of focused on, or did you try out different things? Hello. Let me out of the muck. My jetpack isn't working. Oh, because I have no action points. That's why. There we go. Let's see. Says, oh, I see. Okay, okay. Go in here. It's just back to the ground level. You want to make videos more of the stream, but you don't know how to record 20 minutes on PlayStation and put it on YouTube. Let's talk sometime. I've actually done that sort of thing. So, I know the basics anyway. Hello. Finally, weapon case. Glad to see some more stim packs too. I was getting low. So let's see. There are some really good basic free tools out there for dealing with the video formats. And that's been something that honestly is kind of challenging for me. It doesn't stick in my head, and that is Ghost of Tsushima and Days Gone. Nice. Oh, very cool. I didn't know you were streaming. I would have watched. What platform did you stream on? But I was going to say, so you can take, you know, you just record the video to your PlayStation using their social media thing. You can, depending on your connection, it's possible to record the whole stream to the streaming service, but you generally get a much lower quality video that way. So in terms of free, we'll kind of start with free. There's the social media sharing functionality on the PlayStation that you can use on YouTube. Okay, yeah, dude. I have to check and see if I'm properly following your channel and have notifications turned on and all that. Almost shot him. But yeah, so in terms of free, if you want to do like you're talking about, where you're doing 20 minutes of video or so, that you can record directly to the PlayStation. You'll get a fairly decent quality video from that. You can just use a USB drive or whatever to move that from there to your PC. Depending on the encoding, if you have to switch encoding and stuff, there are some tools out there like there's one called Handbrake that a lot of people recommend. I've used it, and it lets you transcode things, basically. So like I use, to get my video clips, I'm using the thing called, I use one app to rip the videos from the DVD or the Blu-ray. Then I use Handbrake to transcode them into the right format. Oh, okay. No, I can respect that too. Sorry, I don't mean to be too pushy about it. I get that idea too. That's normally how I like to operate too. Is I'm going to set everything up and then launch. Although for me personally, I've been trying not to let myself do that because I don't know about you. I've let that sort of approach prevent me from actually doing stuff. Like I get so focused on the get it ready and get everything set and all that it just never happens. It never gets to a point where it's like, cool, now I feel like it's all. So the last couple times I've done things like that, it's like, we're just going to start. We're going to like jump right in. And just, we'll adapt as we go. That also I've learned from that friend of mine I keep mentioning, who that's kind of his mode of operation, his normal way of doing things is, we're just going to do it. We're just going to start. It's a good way to approach things. Where'd it go? How you doing, thief? Let's see. Okay, let's focus on events now. No, we're not claiming the workshop. What do we got? What do we got? There's liver and onions camp. Whoa. Looks like that one's been going on for a while. We're going to try it anyway. And what time is it? Okay, we got time. But anyway, yeah, so just, recording some video directly to the PlayStation, transfer to a PC, use Handbrake to do any recoding that you might need to do. And I'm pretty sure they have some formats defined ahead of time that are like, if you want to post to YouTube, they have some pre-configured settings that you can use for that. But like I was saying, learning the encodings is maybe one of the trickier things, or I found it to be. because you'll find that one app seems to prefer some encoding, but then it turns out that for one reason or another, everything else just kind of ignores. Hey, we got the Scorched bonus there in one fell swoop. And then if you want to edit it and do some simple transitions and stuff, that app I was talking about last time, which I'm going to jump out of the game real quick so I can look at the name. You're probably going to see some nonsense come up on the screen for a minute. It is called DaVinci Resolve. It's the one downside to my connecting this, like configuring it to use the screen instead of the game itself, is now when I hop out of the game, you all get to see my desktop. And then from there, you know, so your limitations with all those tools are free, right? But you just want to make videos of you doing stupid stuff. You had an idea of playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with you talking as a cow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so do it. Start the game, start talking like a cowboy, record 20 minutes. It'll write the video to the PlayStation. You can take that, transfer it to the PC, recode it, flip it. Voila, instant fame. People shooting at me because I'm getting in their way. There we go. That's kind of a cool shot. But then, yeah, it's like if you want to do longer format or you want to record a lot more video and then edit it down later, where you just kind of start recording and play for a couple hours or whatever. That I haven't done. I think if I were going to look at doing that, I would look at getting some kind of additional hardware-based solution where I'm not recording directly to the PlayStation anymore. I actually have the recording device in between the PlayStation and my display. There's a name for those devices, but because I'm doing this, I can't think of it offhand. It's a capture card. And so there you're out of the free region because you gotta buy some hardware, right? But it's still not terribly expensive. And really, for what you're describing you want to do, everything in the free version of that works. So, you know, just saying, if you ever think about it. In fact, I found, I had forgotten that I recorded a bunch of videos of that game I've talked about a couple times called The Tomorrow Children. I've got a good... How to transfer to PC. You can use a USB card. There may be a way to do a more direct connection. Like I think you might even be able to do like if you want to run a like a LAN from your PlayStation to your PC, though I don't know if they support that directly. I know they do support that sort of thing for transferring data from one PlayStation to another. If you're doing backup, restore, that kind of thing. If you already have an external drive, like a USB drive, you can also just plug that straight into the PlayStation and put that on there. Any kind of USB drive, right? But yeah, they're just files sitting on your PlayStation. So when you record to this using the share functionality, it's just writing that video to its disk. And I personally found that initially what I did was I would record it all to Twitch, and then Twitch would let you download the video, right? You could just download whatever you streamed. The quality, after like re-encoding and uploading it to YouTube, was absolute garbage. I would not recommend doing that. Save some of the experience for the other folks. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of Tomorrow Children videos that at some point I want to like upload just to... The people who like that game are a little fanatical about it. Like now that it's gone, like you can't even start it up and, you know, it's not like you can play it offline. It just, it's nothing now. So any footage that people have of the game is kind of like historical documents, right? Like, you can't reproduce this stuff anymore. And there we go. All right. So hopefully that helps out the other folks I'm playing with. Liver and onions there. Yeah, give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. The one thing I would say is if you do use the DaVinci whatever, send the name's gone again. If you use the editing tool I mentioned, watch a video on like basic use. There's a definite workflow that they want you to go through to use the tool, and it's not hard. It's just that that tool does so much. It's kind of like if you had never used a paint program at all and you went in and tried to use Photoshop, and you're like, what are layers, what are filters, what are what is all the what's a mask, what is all this stuff? It's a little bit like that. There's a lot of stuff in there, and it's very easy to kind of get swamped. But there are some really good videos that take you through a really simple edit that show you load it here, do this, here's some basic simple editing commands, here's how you export it to a format, and again, it has predefined settings so that if you're exporting for, say, 1080p on YouTube, or you want to, you're doing some fancy 4K thing or whatever it is, they've got a lot of stuff pre-configured so that out of the gate you can just start up and get some stuff going and without a ton of trouble. Like I said, I was actually really impressed. I'm sitting here considering getting the full version just because I like to pick up too many hobbies. I'm like, hey, I could learn video editing too. It's like, or finish the blasted novel you keep telling everyone about. I will say the writing this morning, having 2 solid hours of uninterrupted quiet time, I got a lot done. I actually got to the point where I was like, what else do I do? Like, I kind of did all the things I'd planned to do. Now what? Why won't it let me set my camp anywhere? This is silly. This is getting worse and worse all the time. Rumble, rumble. And I've actually heard now, like, in interviews with writers that, Stephen King, for example, apparently spends about 4 hours a day when he's actively writing something. He works for about 4 hours a day, and that's about it. That's about how much writing he can get out in a day. I'm like, so I'm actually, not that I'm Stephen King, but in terms of a fairly typical writer's work schedule, I'm just working half days now. If I got 2 hours a day, that's how that works, right? Nothing there. Do I have any... Something's weighing me down. Let's take some grilled red steak. I guess I'm okay now. Let's just drop it down. We don't need another... We need to scrap an assault rifle. There we go. And... everything else good. We need some food. Whoops. There we go. I mean, I'm still thinking about if I can find time as a secondary thing. I do like the idea of having both stream events like followers and subscriptions and that kind of thing. Having those trigger animations over my little TV box here. It'd be fun. And, you know, like I said, kind of thematic. And also having voice commands to be able to trigger video clips and that kind of thing would also be fun. So I'll probably still try to do that. I'm just not going to set a timetable for myself. And basically give myself like as much time as I need, maybe forever. I've got a couple other people doing that too. Let's go try that one. So yeah, I'll keep learning bits and pieces of the video editing software. Keep adding some polish to the channel. And oh, it was about the why did the full version. So the full version has some additional effects and tools and that kind of thing. This guy's being really bad. I think I got here just a little too late. Oops. Gladiator, huh? You're clumsy with your fancy gun. There we go. Just found a USB. Cool. You're off to the races. I'm going to wait till it's a little quieter and then I'll finish my thought about why get the full version. I think if all you're doing is basic video editing, you do not need the full version of that app. It does a lot of stuff for free. In fact, a lot of the stuff it does for free, it does way better than the last paid application I used. So, hey, we did it! All I had to do was show up and kill a few super mutants. Awesome. Let's see if we can get up there just for kicks. But anyway, so what I'm trying to do with mine, since I'm using this kind of an old style TV box image, I want the videos that I show in there to look degraded, right? I want them to look kind of like old 80s VHS copies or something like that. So you add some noise and some warble, and there's some very specific things that, you know, like if you ever used a lot of VCRs, you know, where you lose the tracking on the video and it would start to kind of slip and jitter at the bottom. It has stuff for simulating that kind of thing. It does color separations and, you know, all this stuff, all to make the video look worse, but to make it look worse in a very, very specific thematic, you know, period way. And I just get a kick out of that kind of thing. I would really like to do that. That video that I accidentally played the other day actually... you couldn't see the video, but it has that effect applied. But because I'm using the free version, it also has a really hideous watermark over the top of it. So, but it's fun. It's fun. It's a little hobby. Ow. And disembowel. Hey, we got another person. All right. Good reminder. Let's keep doing events. Can't just wander around killing people at random. We could, but it would kind of defeat... Oh, well, it's an event. It's an event. We'll get some treasury notes for it. You lived on VHS for a long time. Yep, so you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, and after fiddling with that the other day, I'm like, this is just taking me back. Like, this actually looks like it's an old VHS copy of something. So now I need to get a little channel change animation. Like, there should be a little static, and then you hear the hiss and the click as the knob turns, and then you'll see a video And then at the end you'll hear the you'll hear the knob turn back, that clunk.
Nice cuppa, the more the merrier.
Give the effect that I'm actually changing channels here. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so start the boilers. We go in here and do that? Wow, okay. Some rich bugs. Whoop! Blocks. Lead. More exploding things. There we go.
The boilers are heating up. I'm afraid the local creatures don't like this next part. Shame, really.
Oh, I'm running out of ammo for this thing.
Keep an eye out for trouble.
Yeah, we got him anyway. See how we're doing. Doing okay. Don't... The difficult thing with this event is trying to keep an eye on all three spots. Hey, there's liver and onions now. Hey, get over here. Ticks. Who needs them? You good? Okay. Ah! Hey, liver and onions. Little help. Get off of there! Thank you kindly.
These creatures would be accustomed to this by now.
There we go. Boy, really getting a lot of the experience bonuses. That's cool.
One can't rush such things.
Doing okay up there? Hopefully. Where's the record button? You thought you'd looked before. Maybe you just missed it. So on a PlayStation... itchy. Sorry. Apparently my ear just suddenly is the most important thing I can do. It's going to be on the left side of the controller, and you can configure it different ways. You can configure it so that holding down the button triggers the record start. Did it break? No, it's still there. You can configure it so that it's a double click. Like, in the control settings, you have options. So what I would do is try double clicking for record first, and if that doesn't work, hold it down. Although hold it down, I think most of the time is just take a picture. There we go. Keep reloading, keep the ammo flowing. We'll take the dog meat, we'll use that for lunch. Not a bad idea. There we go. Yeah. Jeez.
Water temperature in the boiler is at 178.61 degrees. Just a little bit longer.
Nothing. Double click. There we go. Yeah, depending on what your instinct is, there is a setting in there where you can actually change it to be one of a couple different things. I hadn't used photo mode for anything in a long time, and so when I was playing The Last of Us the other day and it was already starting to use photo mode, I'm like, wait a minute, how do I actually take a picture here? Okay. Ooh. There we go. More ammo for this thing. Hey, we did it.
Ah, there's the whistle. The tea is steeping now at the perfect and precise 205 degrees. You've done a fine thing
Nice.
today. Huzzah!
Excellent. Alright, man. Where else to go now? Leader of the pack it is. Just keep doing one after the other. And then, yeah, in terms of the streaming thing, I don't know about you. I enjoy making all the transition screens and that kind of thing, figuring out the controls and mapping everything out.
Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown.
I would not mind having one of those stream decks, you know, little control board that you can map to arbitrary buttons and stuff. That would be pretty cool. My problem with stream decks is a lot of them are proprietary, I think. If I had one, I'd want it to operate on something like MIDI, so that you could have a, you know, arbitrary number of commands that you can assign to it. And I've actually thought I have a MIDI keyboard. I may just wire that thing up. There's some software you can get that maps MIDI signals to keyboard, like alphanumeric keyboard combinations. So what you do is you have different keys on the keyboard that map to these really complex keyboard combos, so that you aren't, you know, running into conflicts with the actual game commands you need to run. And then you've got single button, you just reach over, you've got different keys labeled, and you can queue up whether it's transitions or effects or whatever it is. What is that expecting me to do? What is down there? No, I hate it when it does that. No, we're not doing that, man. First. Okay, fine. Go to that one. Fast travel. Yes. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so designing your Steam so that, like, I've got my, got the intermission screen, and that one drops like a curtain, and there's that moving curtain in the background, figuring out how to capture and recolor the video for that, and there's a lot of kind of fun technical challenges in setting up your own thing. I enjoy it anyway. Hey, alright, we got a full team. Is that it for that one? Oh, I haven't killed the leader yet. Where's the leader? It's like he just ran off, left his whole pack to die. There you are. And you're down. Anti-armor pool cue. We'll be selling that one. You can record up to an hour. There you go. See, and that's just it. That should probably cover, you know, not all cases, but quite a few, right? Oh, did someone already get number 2? Let's hop down there. That's pretty good. I mean, that's gonna that'll fill up your drive pretty quick too. I think, depending on how big a drive you have. So there are going to be, I think there may be settings in there too for recording at different quality, different video quality. So you'll probably want to review your system settings and check that kind of stuff too. Oh, I ran right in the middle of the pack. That's really awful. Ugh, that was rough. Cool, alright. Sounds good. Alright, let's go drop some stuff off. Head home before we do the next event. Oh, and what time do we have? About, still doing okay. This is good. Time to gain my day mapped out here. 2 hours of writing in the morning, full work day, hop right on the stream. Another writing group tonight. Play some Last of Us. Do some reading. Pass out unconscious. It's a plan.
Capitalism before it crushes you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I had to talk to him about the
Thanks for
mission.
running that job for me.
Yeah.
Us. Anything else I can do for you?
No, what'd I get?
Understood. Watch yourself out there.
Hunter's Chinese officer sword. Nah. Set to automatic. Oh, okay. We don't need that. All right. Let's see. So this. Anti-armor pool cue. I think that's all that. What about apparel? A bowler? We don't need a bowler. We'll keep it though. Do I have a couple of them? I've got a bowler and a bowler hat. Not sure what the difference there is. Got some... Yeah, we have some stuff we gotta scrap. Another legendary. It's like my jetpack just constantly steams. How are we doing for... Fusion cores? You're still doing alright. Okay, good. I am pleased. Scrap items. Nope, that. And also that. Alright, let's hop out of this thing and do a little cooking. But yeah, all the bells and whistles on the channel that I try to do, I think I did the impression that some people would see it as overkill. Because you can get by with a lot less streaming, you know. You do not need to do all the fancy stuff. But personally, I enjoy it. It's part of the reason I do it.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, minute and 37 seconds is 41 megs. Yep. Yeah, video, like decent quality video, takes up a lot of memory. Takes up a lot of space.
This camp contains several elements identified as
Alright. Let's see.
filing report.
What's everyone else on the team doing? How can I, like, I haven't fiddled with this too much. Team, liver and onions. Oh, there we go. No, we're not doing any of that. I just want to see where they are. Just highlight them on the map. How about that? It's not going to do that, is it? Yeah. Oh well. What is that? Oh, that's one of the other camps. Okay. What's going on down there? I don't know what Project Beanstalk is. Bots on parade. Let's do that. We'll just keep going. Keep ramping up the experience here. I mean, it seems to be working really well. I've gotten a couple... I've advanced along the scoreboard a couple times today based solely on getting additional experience. So this is pretty cool. I need to get off my lone wanderer high horse and do this more often.
Greetings, members. We've decided it's about time we went for another walk.
You have 126 gigs on the system storage, 2 terabytes on extended. You're set for a while. I think you'll do fine.
That is all.
And I think I'm probably running low on ammo in the one gun, so we're going to try switching to this. See how that goes. Yeah, I'm really low there.
Never sweep a floor again with an articulated assistant on demand.
Got the jetpack, may as well use it. Insult bot. I thought he was one of the bad guys.
Please hold.
Need a hand? Step right up to the bus stop.
Am I not? Did I not start something? Oh, yeah, it's waiting for me to use the computer. Okay.
You there.
Yeah, where are you? What?
Target acquired. Rumor has it that you put a bounty on yourself. So, for once in your life, you would be wanted.
What? What?
Insult package delivered.
Requesting order received. Priority schematic list CB002 engaged.
There we go.
Thanks for using stop.
So the jetpack is fun. I'm already kind of missing my stealth armor and the 2.5 to 3.5 times bonus that I get for using it.
Disable patrol units during reprogramming. Members.
Where are they?
Warning. Hostiles detected. Watch after those bots, please.
Where are they? Getting all paranoid, panicky. seen anyone. Where's everyone? Hello? I don't know. Am I missing something here? Well, while we wait, Tapa Squatter, we're rejecting that. Turn that off for right now. Turn that off, and actually we're rejecting that one. Rejecting that one. The only thing now is you need to constantly be unplugging the extended storage to plug in the USB. Ah. Yeah, so maybe a USB hub to avoid the swapping if it gets to be too much of an issue. Something like that. I'm gonna go down, just like nothing's happening while I'm up there. Oh yeah, I come down and now here they come.
Notice additional hostiles detected.
Slow day.
Reprogramming complete. Initiating updated procedures. Additional hostiles en route.
You just don't let them hurt the merchandise, because we don't allow returns.
Ping. This is fairly relaxing, really. It's like mellow music playing.
Location secured. Initiating patrol.
Alright, that's done. We got time for one more? Not really. Probably good to go back and wrap things up. Oh, but what was that? I saw... Oh, it's probably not one I... Yeah, that's going to... Yeah, Project Paradise I've never done successfully, and I very rarely see other people there, too. So... Yeah, and now people are leaving the team, so that's it. We're done. It's a sign. What would that essentially be what you need to do to record stuff on Xbox too? That's a good question. Xbox I have not tried. I'm willing to bet it uses a similar... Here's the thing. It almost certainly uses a similar sort of a scheme, right? In terms of when you tell it to record, it just records it to the drive. Though I've never done it. So in hypothesizing about it, Xbox has been a little funkier about like... they use more encryption. I just remember, I think it was with their... What was it? There was some device. Oh, it was in playing Rock Band. So Rock Band instruments operated on USB, right? and for whatever reason, they decided to use a particular scheme for USB that was encrypted. And so you need to, in addition to getting the instruments in the game and everything else for the Xbox to play Rock Band, you had to get some kind of encoder, right? Something that would, little thing that you plug in between. If they are using some sort of scheme that possibly encrypts the video, you may be in for, there may be more to do. But it's worth a shot just recording a little bit and then checking the file system, seeing if they have they do something similar to the PlayStation. That away. Here. And we'll scrap that and that. Oops. That away. Any cooking to do? Can't remember. Probably not. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Sounds good. Alright. Put Annika to bed. And good to catch up with you. Hopefully I will be back here tomorrow around the same time, around 5 Pacific, somewhere, maybe a little later than that. It's a little bit of a transition time between work and working to get the stream going, but we'll see how it goes. Take it day by day right now. If I manage to get up in time to stay up on my writing habit, then yeah, I think I'll be on time. Otherwise I may need to take some time out to do some other stuff. So, but I hope you have a great night. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. You know, as you're comfortable, let me know where I can find them. And yeah, happy to take a look. God bless, take care, and we'll see you again soon.